Hello guys, welcome to this weekly recap with me, Kevin, your golden option Forex mentor. So for the past week of trading from Sunday, September 29th till Friday, October 4th, we had many opportunities into the market. So 7 opportunities as a whole. And starting off with EURJPY right here in H4, you can see we had a bearish opportunity right here that was actually from the previous week, so that I already covered in the previous video recap video. So you can see right here that we were hemming downwards, as right here we stopped making higher highs and went from making higher lows and lower lows. As you can see, this low lower than the previous one, and after the break of this key level of support and resistance at 118.80, we made a lower low. So we reached this point where we had some key level trend lines that were broken too, and we hammed down and used our fibs, two fibs in here with confluence of the price action to find our best entry. So right here we had the breakout of the trend line. We were expecting a pullback and to enter right here at 118 actually, where we found our entry and hammed all the way down till our take profit number one at 67 pips right here. So the whole analysis was already covered in the previous video. For GBPUSD, as you can see right here, really clean and easy setup. We had this key level of supply and demand, or support and resistance, as you can see. So retested many times right here as resistance, support, and resistance right here, support right here, and resistance right here with the wicks. So that's where we found our entry in confluence with this ascending Fibonacci channel, where you can see that price reached the bottom of it and started to just bounce on it, but at the same time consolidate just a bit. So at the beginning right here, we were touching in H4, so high time frame, which is more reliable than the lower time frame. We found our entry right here. So after touching the 200 MA, which is the slowest one, and if it would had broken, we would have been looking for a downside, but it held, and you can see not only the hold of it, but the rejections with the lower wicks right here, and therefore we entered to hit our TP number one at 50 pips. So really easily, we reached our key supply and demand zone right here, acted as support, and the bottom of the channel, first TP 50 pips. And by the way, also the fibs actually that was drawn here from previous impulsive leg. So from previous low to the previous high, you can see right here a correction and a stagnation at the 50% fibs level. So that was a key to pay attention to. AUD/GPY, as you can see right here, we were having a clear downtrend, and price being stuck within the fibs channel in the bearish side, of course. And we found our entry right here, where we had the sniper entry actually, as you can see. So price was moving really fluently, and at this point you can see that it was consolidating, so reaching right here above this key level at 73.30, and just going back down without breaking this key supply and demand zone once again in blue. So just market ranging right here until we had this third touch of the key level right here, plus the top of the channel for a can be considered as the one, two, three, fourth touch of the channel. Big rejection with upper wick, and the candle closed bearish also, and engulfing as compared to the previous candle. So major a lot of confluences right here for SL, and we found our final take profit many days later at 130 pips for AUD GPY, and also the breakout of this trend line right here that held 3 times, so 1 through 2 3 touches, and the breakout right here, another confluence added. On GBPNZD, the first trade, we actually got 2 trades. So the first one right here, that was actually we were actually stopped out, so at minus 130 pips, because you can see that we were aiming at the upside until this point, this last high, and price started correcting, and we were expecting after this corrective move right here that can be seen as a channel. You can see right here the channel, and this might have been a corrective channel right here. You can see like the breakout on the above, and just a pullback, and from here to here and here to here you can see higher highs and higher lows. So we were expecting right here, so after this touch of the key trend line that was actually touched once, twice, 3 times right here, so 3 times rejection with a big lower wick and a closure of the candle bullish. So we actually had a candlestick pattern that is specifically a signification of maybe a bullish continuation with the hammer right here. But the thing is that we didn't wait for the closure of the following candle, a bullish one that would have confirmed our direction. So right here, just price closed after the hammer, the bullish hammer, and reverse right here continued all the way down for 130 pips in the negative. On Euro AUD, really easy trade too. You can see with these 2 big trend lines that are not like seen entirely, except this one, that we are actually in a big triangle pattern right here. So price is moving inside of it, and so what concerns our opportunity right here, you can see that from this moment on, the price has been doing higher highs and higher lows. So we reached this point right here where you can see this supply and demand zone, strong one right here acting as support. And right here, don't forget that these are zones, so you can see it. Use your creativity to see it bigger right here as support. Support right here, resistance, and right here when price broke above, came to pull back, and then after the closure of this bullish engulfing, meaning that bulls overtook the bears, we found our entry right here and hit our TP number 1 at 30 pips, and then price came all the way right here, but still we got 30 pips and no loss on here. On GBPUSD, the other trade that we had, you can see right here once again a big triangle, half of it from these 2 key trend lines, and within of it you can see this big clear downtrend right here that was broken. So price broke above right here, came to retest and just consolidated just a bit, where we found our entry. And as you can see, I wrote to break even because we exited, and we mentioned to exit at break even though after you can see that it would have been a winner. So it could have been a 102 pips trade for us, but market was unstable, Brexit news were kicking in, so many reasons why we said to close the trade. But you can see the analysis is good. So the downtrend, the breakout of the downtrend rate of the trend line right here, pull back on it, a bit of consolidation, came a bit lower right here, and with the fibs from previous movement right here, from here to here, you can see price making a higher low, not yet a higher high as compared to here, but we were making a higher low, which can be a signification of something was coming up. And from exactly this last impulsive leg, previous high to previous low, previous low to previous high, 61.8 right here, and we saw the big bullish move afterwards, but break even for us. So still the analysis was great. The second opportunity on GBPNZD, once again, same as before, so price was stuck within the channel, within the triangle, I mean, until this point where we see price action breakout, pull back, and go lower. So we didn't took it after just the pullback. We waited just a bit for it to continue on the precise direction. So right here from the previous leg before it broke, previous high to previous low, right here we had the 50% fibs with just a nice level at 1.9650, and you can see price that came all the way here down, and we caught 40 bips before going a bit up. So 40 bips, really nice in here, just after market started reversing on the downside. And that's pretty much it, guys. So 7 opportunities this week. Had golden option trading, so EURJPY 67 pips, and that was actually the previous week's trade was completed during the past week. GBPUSD 50 pips, AUD GPY 130 pips, Euro AUD 3 pips, GBPUSD break even, GN 130 pips loss, which was the only lost trade this week, and the second opportunity on GN 40 pips. So for a total of 197 pips, which is very decent. And therefore, guys, as usual, if you want to follow our quality trading, you can do so by staying updated to our latest announcements, giveaways, and upcoming announcements at goldenoptiontrading.com. You can put your email and stay updated to that, and you can follow us at Golden Option Trading on Instagram. So here's the main account, the English one, so at 56.7k followers. Pay attention to the number of followers and the number of posts, because there's a lot of scammers trying to steal your money and steal our intellectual property. So keep ahead on the shoulders, guys, and don't get tricked. And for the second account, Golden Option, the Francophone account with 19.6 followers, 447 posts. So the real accounts now. So I hope you took many opportunities, or all that we took, that you had an amazing week of trading, and I hope you have a next upcoming week of trading with many more pips, guys. See you and take care.